All right, so you sent me this little snippet about the Canary Islands, and it sounds pretty cool.
It does.
More than just a beach vacation, huh?
Yeah, I think they're promising an adventure, like you said.
Yeah.
More than just sitting on a beach somewhere.
Yeah.
It sounds like...
All right, everyone, ready for another deep dive?
Let's go.
Today we're heading to the Canary Islands,
Ooh, nice.
specifically Costa Adeje in Tenerife.
Sounds sunny.
It is. It's known for its beautiful beaches, luxury resorts, and tons of activities.
So the perfect vacation spot.
Exactly. All right. And that's what makes it so interesting for this deep dive.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
We're going to see if it lives up to the hype.
Love it. Where should we start?
Well, first, let's acknowledge that Costa Adeje is more than just your typical island getaway.
More than beaches and palm trees.
Yeah, it's got this modern, upscale vibe.
Oh, interesting.
You can find high-end accommodations, designer boutiques, and even a pretty happening nightlife.
Wow, so it's like a cosmopolitan city on an island.
Exactly. And that's what makes it so appealing to a wider range of travelers. You could be lounging by the pool at a 5-star resort one minute and then dancing the night away at a trendy club the next.
So you're saying I can wear my swimsuit and my dancing shoes?
Uh-huh. Pretty much. But, of course, we can't talk about an island destination without mentioning the beaches.
Right. What makes Costa Adeje's coastline stand out?
Well, for starters, you've got sunshine almost all year round.
Okay, that's a good start.
But it's the variety of beaches that really makes it special.
Variety.
How so? Well, you've got beaches for every taste. Think Playa del Duque.
Okay, I'm listening.
This one's known for its tranquility. Golden sands, calm waters, perfect for relaxation.
Sounds idyllic.
It is. Then you've got Playa Fañabe.
Okay.
This one's a hit with families. Calm, shallow waters, plenty of space for kids to run around.
So far, so good.
And then there's Playa de Troya.
Tell me more.
This is the beach that never sleeps.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
Lots of bars, restaurants, water sports activities, always buzzing with energy.
Wow, so they really do have a beach for everyone.
Exactly. Whether you're looking for peace and quiet family fun or a lively atmosphere, Costa Adeje has got you covered.
That's impressive, and I bet they're all picture perfect.
Oh, absolutely. But what impressed me most was the attention to detail.
Oh.
Well, all the beaches are super well equipped. They've got showers, sunbeds, umbrellas, everything you need for a comfortable day by the sea.
That makes a big difference.
And they haven't forgotten about accessibility either. They made sure that everyone, regardless of mobility, can enjoy the beaches.
That's great to hear. They've really thought of everything.
Now let's talk about those promenades.
Promenades. Tell me more.
They stretch along the coastline, offering amazing views of the ocean.
Ooh, that sounds lovely.
And it's not just about the scenery.
There's more.
You've got a vibrant mix of bars, restaurants, shops, and even live music spilling out onto the promenade.
So you can enjoy the best of both worlds, the natural beauty and the lively atmosphere.
Exactly. It's the perfect place for an evening stroll.
I'm adding it to my list. Now we can't forget about Puerto Colón.
Oh, yes.
The marina.
What's special about it?
Well, for starters, it's a modern marina capable of accommodating hundreds of boats.
Okay.
But here's the cool part. It's been flying the prestigious blue flag since 1991.
The blue flag. That's a big deal, right? It is. It means they meet really high standards for environmental responsibility, water quality, and safety.
So it's a top-notch marina.
Exactly. And it's not just a place to dock your boat.
What else is there?
It's a hub for marine excursions.
Like what?
Well, you can go dolphin and whale watching, take a sunset cruise, all sorts of things.
Oh, wow. So you can really experience the ocean up close.
You can. And speaking of the ocean, there's a unique beach right next to Puerto Colón.
Another beach. What's this one like?
Well, unlike the golden sands we've been talking about, this beach has black sand and pebbles.
Black sand. That's different.
It is, and it's a great spot for families.
How come?
Adults can relax while the kids build sand castles. And there are plenty of water sports activities, too.
So something for everyone.
Exactly. Kayaking, paddleboarding, jet skiing, you name it.
Sounds like a fun-filled day.
And the water's really calm, and the area is well protected, making it one of the safest beaches in Europe.
Okay, that's reassuring, especially if you're traveling with kids.
Exactly. So we've covered the beaches, the marina, a whole lot of sunshine. But that's just the beginning.
There's more.
Oh, yeah. Costa Adeje has so much more to offer beyond the coast. And that's what we'll explore in part 2 of our deep dive.
Okay, I can't wait to hear what else they have in store.
Stay tuned. We'll be back soon to uncover the hidden treasures and explore the exciting world of activities that await in Costa Adeje beyond the beach.
I'm ready for more. Welcome back to our Costa Adeje adventure.
All right, part 2. Let's dive in.
So far, we've talked about the beaches, the marina, the glamorous side of Costa Adeje.
The postcard perfect stuff.
Exactly. But there's another side to this destination.
Ooh, tell me more.
It's the cultural side, the history, the heart and soul of Costa Adeje.
I love that. Let's explore that.
All right, so to understand Costa Adeje today, we need to take a quick trip back in time.
A little history lesson.
Exactly. Unlike some of the older towns in Tenerife, Costa Adeje is a relatively modern development.
Really?
Yeah, it really started booming in the latter half of the 20th century when tourism took off.
So it was kind of purpose-built for tourists.
In a way, yes. But here's the thing.
Okay.
Costa Adeje has managed to retain its cultural identity.
It hasn't become just another generic tourist trap.
Not at all. It's a beautiful blend of global and local influences.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. Think about the food.
Okay.
You can find amazing international cuisine from all over the world.
Sushi, Italian, you name it.
Exactly. But you'll also find family-run restaurants serving up authentic Canarian dishes.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
It is. They use traditional recipes passed down through generations.
So it's like a fusion of flavors reflecting the diverse community.
Exactly. And it's not just the food. You can see it in the architecture, the arts and crafts, even in the way locals interact with visitors.
It's like a subtle but pervasive cultural richness.
Precisely. Now, speaking of architecture,
Yeah.
you'll find a mix of modern and traditional styles.
Like what?
Well, you've got the sleek designs of the newer resorts. But as you wander into the older parts of town, you'll see those classic whitewashed houses with terracotta roofs. Oh, I love those. They're so charming.
They are. And often they're adorned with colorful flowers and intricate woodwork.
It's like stepping back in time.
It is. So you've got this visual reminder of Costa Adeje's evolution.
From a traditional village to a modern tourist destination.
Exactly. Now let's talk about the people.
The heart of any place.
Absolutely. You've got the native Canarians with their rich culture and traditions, and then people from all over the world who've been drawn to the island's beauty.
A real melting pot.
It is. And it creates a very welcoming and open atmosphere. You feel that sense of warmth as soon as you arrive.
That's so important when you're traveling.
It is. You want to feel embraced by the place, not like an outsider.
Exactly. And that's what Costa Adeje does so well. It caters to tourists, but without losing its authenticity.
You feel like you're experiencing the real Tenerife, not some manufactured version of it.
Now, you mentioned earlier that there's more to Costa Adeje than meets the eye.
Oh, yeah. We've only scratched the surface.
Can you give us an example of a hidden gem? Well, let's just say if you venture beyond the main tourist areas, you might stumble upon a local artisan market tucked away in a quiet square.
Ooh, tell me more.
You'll find all sorts of handcrafted treasures, ceramics, textiles, jewelry.
The real deal.
Exactly. And you might even see traditional Canarian crafts being practiced like embroidery or basket weaving.
Wow, that's so cool.
It's like a window into the island's artistic heritage.
All right, I'm definitely adding that to my list.
Yeah.
And what about the music scene?
The music, traditional Canarian music is so vibrant and rhythmic.
What kind of instruments do they use?
Well, you'll often hear the timpal, which is a small 5-stringed guitar,
Okay.
and the chakras, which are kind of like castanets.
So it's music that makes you want to move.
It does.
Okay.
And you can find live music in many of the local bars and restaurants.
So you can enjoy a meal and a show.
Exactly. A
Yeah.
perfect way to experience the local culture.
Then what about festivals? Were there any unique celebrations in Costa Adeje?
Well, Tenerife as a whole has a vibrant festival culture, and Costa Adeje is part of that.
What's the most famous one?
Carnival.
Carnival.
It takes place in February or March, and it's an explosion of color and energy.
I can imagine.
The streets come alive with elaborate costumes, music, dancing parades.
Sounds incredible.
It is. And throughout the year, you'll find various religious festivals, local fiestas, even food festivals.
So there's always something to celebrate.
Exactly. It's like the island has this infectious joy that's impossible to resist.
I love that.
You know what strikes me about Costa Adeje?
What's that?
It's this balance between being a world-class tourist destination and retaining its authentic Canarian character.
You get the best of both worlds.
Exactly. You can enjoy all the modern comforts and conveniences, but you still feel like you're in a real place, not some artificial bubble.
It's a destination with depth.
It is. And we've only just begun to explore its cultural richness.
There's so much more to discover.
There is. But for now, let's shift our focus to the natural wonders that surround Costa Adeje.
The wild side of the island.
Exactly. That's where we'll head in part 3 of our deep dive.
Right. I'm ready for an adventure.
All right. Ready to explore the wild side of Costa Adeje?
Let's do it. I'm ready for some adventure.
Okay, so we've talked about the beaches, the culture, but now it's time to head inland.
Into the heart of Tenerife.
Exactly. And, it's easy to forget when you're lounging by the pool, but Costa Adeje is surrounded by incredible natural beauty.
Yeah, the island has a pretty dramatic landscape.
It does, and that's thanks to its volcanic origins.
Right. Tenerife is a volcanic island.
It is. And those volcanoes have created some truly breathtaking scenery.
Like what?
Well, think dramatic volcanic slopes, valleys carved by ancient lava flows.
Wow.
And then you've got these pockets of lush forests that seem to cling to the mountainsides.
It's like a whole other world compared to the resorts.
It is, and it's ripe for exploration.
So where should we start our adventure?
Well, if you're into hiking,
Okay.
Tenerife is a hiker's paradise.
What kind of trails are we talking about?
There's something for everyone. From leisurely walks through pine forests to challenging climbs that lead you to panoramic views,
Ooh, I love a good view.
you'll get plenty of those. Imagine reaching a summit and looking out over the vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean, with the volcanic peaks of Tenerife rising up all around you.
That sounds incredible.
It is! And keep an eye out for the plant life.
Oh, right. Tenerife is known for its unique flora.
It is. Because of the climate and the volcanic soil, you've got all sorts of species that you won't find anywhere else.
Like what?
Well, you have to see the dragon trees.
Dragon trees.
Yeah, they have these twisted branches and spiky leaves.
I've seen pictures. They look prehistoric.
They do. It's like stepping back in time.
Okay, so we've got hiking and botanical wonders. What about something a little more adrenaline pumping?
Well, mountain biking is really popular in the area.
Mountain biking through volcanoes. That sounds intense.
It can be. There are trails that wind through the volcanic landscape, offering challenging climbs and exhilarating descents.
Okay, I can see the appeal.
You're speeding down a mountainside, the wind in your hair, with these stunning views of the coastline in the distance.
Wow.
It's quite an experience.
Yeah, but maybe not for everyone.
Right. Not everyone's into extreme sports.
Exactly. So is there something a little more low-key for those of us who prefer a gentler pace?
Of course. Remember those lush valleys we talked about?
The ones carved by lava?
Yeah, well, they're not just beautiful to look at.
What else?
They're also home to charming villages.
Villages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can escape the hustle and bustle of the coast and experience a more traditional side of Tenerife.
I like that. A little slice of authentic island life.
Exactly. Imagine wandering through cobblestone streets lined with whitewashed houses.
So peaceful.
It is. You can stop for a coffee at a quaint little cafe and just soak in the atmosphere.
It sounds like the perfect antidote to resort fatigue.
It is. And the food.
Oh, yeah.
What about the food?
Well, these villages are often home to family-run restaurants that serve up authentic Canarian cuisine.
Using fresh local ingredients.
Exactly. It's a real treat for the taste buds.
So it's like a culinary adventure.
It is.
Yeah.
You can sample dishes that you won't find in the tourist areas. Okay, village hopping is officially on my list.
Oh.
Now, you mentioned something earlier about stargazing.
Ah, yeah.
Tell me more about that.
Well, Tenerife is known for its incredible night skies.
Really?
Why is that? Because away from the coast, there's very little light pollution.
So you can actually see the stars.
You can, and it's spectacular.
I can imagine.
You can see the Milky Way stretching across the sky like a river of stars.
Wow.
It's a humbling experience.
And you don't need any special equipment.
Nope. Just a clear night and a sense of wonder.
Maybe a blanket.
And maybe a knowledgeable guide to point out the constellations.
That would be helpful.
So we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
We have from beaches to villages to volcanoes.
And everything in between.
What would you say is the one thing that makes Costa Adeje so special?
Honestly, it's the diversity.
The diversity.
Yeah, you've got luxury and nature, adventure, and relaxation.
It's like a choose-your-own-adventure vacation.
Exactly. You can tailor your trip to your own interests.
And there's always something new to discover.
Always. So, my advice to anyone planning a trip to Costa Adeje,
Yeah.
don't limit yourself to the beaches and resorts.
Get out there and explore.
Exactly. Venture inland, immerse yourself in the culture, and be open to the unexpected.
That's where the real magic lies.
It is.
Well, I think we've successfully uncovered the magic of Costa Adeje in this deep dive.
I think so too.
We've explored the beaches, the culture, the natural wonders.
It's a destination that has it all.
It is. So if you're looking for a vacation that offers something for everyone,
Look no further than Costa Adeje.
it's a true gem of the Canary Islands.
And with that, I think we've reached the end of our deep dive.
We have. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Until next time, keep exploring.